All right, so here is my audience. My name is Marco Velez, and this is my last speech for public speaking. And I'm just going to put everybody on mute real quick. And I got my brother, my friend Priscilla, and my sister-in-law. They're all in attendance. All right, so I'm just going to mute you guys, the speakers, and we're going to go right into the presentation. So we'll minimize that, and everybody's going to be in the background. So my bottom line today is community colleges should be free. Americans owe $1.4 trillion in student loan debt right now. The average class, spread out over 44 million borrowers. The average class of 2016 graduates, they're going to have a debt of $37,000 in student loans. Student loan debt is going to exceed the credit card debt right now by $620 billion. The average monthly payment for a student loan borrower is $351. That can easily go to anything like a car payment or half of or maybe 1/4 of rent. So you can see how these soaring costs are just debilitating a lot of people and a lot of opportunities. So the fact that these tuitions are going higher is placing the is making the higher education out of reach for a lot of young people these days. As it is right now, millions of Americans are often put off major life events like marriage or buying a house and having children due to large student loan debts. So that's another issue that sort of gets in the way. Student loan debt can plague people well into their later years, preventing older Americans from collecting full Social Security benefits, adding more to poverty for the elderly. Next slide. Actually, sorry. And there's a growing demand for employers right now. Sorry, I skipped ahead. Student loan debt can plague their business. Free community college can allow those who are structurally unemployed to gain the additional skills needed to find new work. So this all goes into job training and getting necessary job skills. Free tuition can remove the barriers people face when they need to sharpen their skills to qualify for more lucrative employment, and this can help prevent high structural employment numbers. There's a growing demand for employers for more skilled workers. So community college can provide critical opportunities for blue-collar kids. In other words, this can give it's like an additional help with vocational skills, and vocational skills are everything that having to work with your hands, plumbing, electrical work, construction, anything along those lines. And these are all valuable skills that are needed for the future to help maintain our infrastructures in America. As right now, the U.S. and the U.S. employers often rely on special visas to import needed skills to fill vacant positions. We need more U.S. citizens, more skills, and we need to remove those barriers so they can pursue those skills. So we talked about the money part. We talked about the need. Now let's consider how we get it. People in San Francisco, Tennessee, New York, and Oregon, and Arkansas, all enjoy some free community college through legislation passed at local state levels. We have to be proactive. How do we get these things done? Write and call your congresspeople, your governor, your state representatives. So get a hold of your local government and start making calls and start asking about improving legislation or starting legislation in your state that can help make community college free for everybody. Regular citizens often overlook or undervalue this step. Believe it or not, our government representatives don't know what we think unless we take the time to call it in and let them know. We got to tell them clearly and in a coherent way and through written letters and phone calls. This hardly takes any time at all, and often can be done in less than 5 minutes. So, one of the tips is because it's government, it does move sort of slowly, but we have to be patient. Government is slow to change, so we don't give up don't give up after one letter or one phone call. You have to keep trying. So this isn't just about money and politics, it's also about how people feel about themselves. Let's consider the emotional impact, the lack of education, or on a person's self-esteem, general sense of happiness, or and community. So when people make better decisions and they feel closer to the community and have better emotional intelligence when they have an education. So when you're taking the time, you're stepping out into the world and you're getting a better perspective on what is going on. Okay, there's a hopelessness when the unexpected happens, and like getting laid off from a job. Education brings equality and improves lives overall. So transitioning into part of the action, community college should be free. People are overburdened by the cost of higher education, but can't afford to go without it either. This is not an issue from kindergarten to 12th grade, but as a result of our increasing complex and competitive world. Reducing student debt would open new revenue streams for other businesses and encourage growth in many important sectors of the economy. Educated people make better decisions, and they're less likely to be poor and rely on government aid, and closer to the community and generally in happier and in healthier relationships. A simple action of writing to your government representatives is the start of making more education accessible to millions of people. All right, so that was my presentation. Thank you very much, and thanks everybody for whoever participated, and have a good night.